What, man?
The editors will look at the footage later.
I mean, you did say it was going in and out, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was wow.
And then he said the whole thing.
Yeah.
So what we talking about?
Nothing at all.
Technically, he said you said it was going in and out.
I mean, but you did say we was tugging it and pulling it and holding it.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
We all wrong.
no, that's what I'm saying. It all sounded crazy. Like, it all sounded crazy.
Yo.
Man,
All right.
yeah, that's wild. I don't even know what we was talking about. We was here, we not here. So
I mean, we tagged
the store has made it here.
You don't even say it like me, so don't try.
I sounded just like
the
you.
store.
I wasn't even sure if it was you or me that said it just now. I wasn't even sure. But you know what? Nobody says like me.
With the stutter.
Yo, the stutter. Yo. I heard it that time too.
He said that nada.
They said that nada like me. That's a nada. What episode we on, Dre?
160.
The 160. Ooh. What's the 160, Dre? You don't know?
How the hell am I supposed to know?
B.A.R.S. Murre, what's the 160?
I don't even know.
Truth, what's the 160?
That's some Wu-Tang.
Hey.
I was gonna say the 160. Ooh.
Yeah, enough respect due to the
I didn't
160.
think- I didn't know that's what you were talking about,
Yo,
though.
check out the flow.
That's what I was thinking when you said it, but I didn't know
That was the building. That was the building in Park Hill where a lot of them. I don't think not all of them, but quite. I think I don't know. Somebody lived in that building. Raekwon.
Protect your neck.
Yeah, Raekwon definitely lived in that building. I'm trying to think who. I went there. You know Don P. You know Don P. Raekwon brother Don P. No. Yeah, Raekwon brother Don P used to live out here and shit. And
I remember when Raekwon moved out here.
Yeah, Raekwon. Yeah, he lived out here in Bobby's Run.
He had the 03 Lex SC 430. I seen him right on 541 in Mount Holly.
And he had an S5 over there too. Yeah.
Oh shit, seriously?
Raekwon
lived in Bobby's Run.
Yeah, like 2000, 2001.
I believe it.
Don P. I mentioned Don P.
Yeah, I know. I believe it. I definitely believe it.
Welcome. Episode 160
Garcia, Trey.
of the podcast.
I'm gonna pass a train.
I am Scoop, here with the homies. Dre Artists in the building.
What's going on, man? Deep Water Out is right now. All platforms. Make sure you get that.
How you gonna plug your new shit so I can't make fun of your intro? I see what you did there. Like with all good.
I played the safe zone.
Oh yeah, you see that? You know what I'm saying?
Crazy,
it's
right?
like her. You know what I'm saying? With the glory to God, you can't say none of that. My brother Truth ain't never told a lie.
That's cap already.
That's dope.
So the Don Dada.
Hey y'all, glory to God, but don't play with me.
She got that hoodie energy tonight, yo.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with
Yo,
it.
so are you gonna keep the hood on for the whole episode?
Yes.
Oh man, I like it. I'm here for it. But tonight we have a very special guest here on the panel, man. Dope rapper, dope individual. It's funny, known about him for many years. Always was presented to me as somebody I should know, and we never actually met. I think we met once, but we never really got to know each other. But everything that I've heard about him, everything that I've seen has been A1. We're gonna get into this man's history. You know what I'm saying? What he got going on. You know what I mean? So make some noise for the one and only B.A.R.S. Murre, everybody.
Woo.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta give you the fake round of applause here too. Oh, they
This motherfucker here.
Yo.
Period.
Yo, what's the where'd that start?
I just did it at the end of the first time I did it. If you looked it up, it's a video I did, like my third video was called I Used To, and I just did it at the end. I was talking mad shit at the end. I was like, at the end, and I was like, that's the John.
It's like that's his.
Yeah, 100%. And that was 11, 12 years ago. I've been doing this shit 12 years straight. I seen the motherfuckers copy that shit too.
How you feeling though, man?
Chilling like a villain, baby.
Yeah.
You know? Cooling like a fan.
Yeah, man.
First like it's Easter?
Happy that.
Yeah, man. Every day is Easter.
Every day is Easter.
Yeah.
Well, we happy to have you here, man. I mean, I started to kind of get into it during the intro, but you know, I know the first time I met you you know, face to face was you performed at a Conway show.
Really?
Yeah, Conway at the TLA.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I don't think we met before.
You were
then.
at that show?
I was at. Damn, yeah, I was there.
That joint was pretty banging.
Look, you came out because you was with Dean. Or I don't know if he was with Dean, but he was there.
But he was there.
Yeah, because as soon as I walked in the show, Dean was like, you know, because it was packed. Right. And I went to the bar and he was like, yo, Scoob. I was like, oh shit, what's good? Started talking, and then I think you walked over because I think you had just got off stage. I didn't see your performance, unfortunately, because I just got there. And then I was like, yo, you know, gave you some love and shit. Was like, because I was there to see Stove God.
Right.
That was the reason. I mean, I seen Conway perform many times. You feel me? But I wanted to see Stove God because I ain't never seen him perform before.
Crazy part is, bro, on that whole entire tour, I didn't even know who Stove God was because I've been out the loop for a minute. I didn't even know until this shit was over, and then I seen how fire this. I mean, I seen him perform every night. Yeah, this shit was fire, but I didn't know the shit that you knew. You know what I mean? And I'm on tour with the motherfucker. Yeah, didn't even know, B.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, because Stove's crazy with it, man. But yo, like, first of all, man, I just want to congratulate you, man, on all your accomplishments. You feel me?
Doggy.
You know, we invited you here. I invited you here to make sure that, you know, we show you some love. You know, like I said, the first time I heard about you probably was like early 2010s.
Yeah.
You know, around then. You had records with Beanie Sigel.
That's when it all started. I started in 2010. Yeah. I started October of 2009. So 2 months before 2010.
What did you do in October of 2009? What did you do to start?
That's when I decided, and one of my old heads just came home from jail and shit and started a record label out of Camden called Buck 50 ENT, and he was putting a compilation joint together. And he always tried to get me rap my whole life, and I wouldn't do it, but I finally said, fuck it. It's 09 or 27. Like, I gotta make this shit pop before I'm 30. So bang, I was like, fuck. I was like, that song was already done. I was like, I'll hop on that joint. And it was called Pack Pushers, featuring his artist at the time was Murre. So I just hopped on that, and I was made popular where I'm from. So I'm like, yo, once motherfuckers see me rap, I either gotta go I gotta really do it. Motherfuckers gonna be talking about that shit forever or try to crack on it or whatever. Yeah. So I was like, if I do it, it gotta be thorough. That's why I was like, I'll hop on that shit. That joint was my vibe. So bang, and ever since that day, I had to keep it going. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was just I even chose that name. I was like, I guess just call that shit Bars Murray because I didn't want to put my government on there or nothing. I was like, just call that shit. I was like, I'll just change my name down the road or some shit.
And you kept it.
I was just like, fuck, it's too late now. You know what I
mean? So hold on. And when I see Bars Murray, is Bars an acronym?
Yeah, Boss Amongst Real Soldiers.
Boss Amongst Real Soldiers.
Yeah.
Yo, I like that. I see that shit, you know, B.
And I made that shit up before I was a rapper and cats started calling me it. So when I didn't really like that shit. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna just call that shit to throw it back in their face. Let's call that shit Bars Murray. And then bang, that shit just stuck, man. You know how that shit stuck? I was chilling with this dude. He would always freestyle and pull out cameras. This is like the 2000s, motherfuckers pulling out camcorders and shit. He would always rap. I wasn't rapping. And he was like introducing his boys one time. He was like, everybody, I was like, I know whatever I say is gonna stick because it always sticks. So I was just like, what am I gonna call myself real quick? I'm like, Bars Murray. I was like, there's already a Keith Murray and my real name's Keith in real life. So I was like, I'm gonna say Murphy. And so I'm like, Bars Murray. He puts the camera on me like, yo, it's Bars Murray. And then he goes to the camera, yeah, my man Bars Murray. He thought I said Murray, which was what I wanted to call myself anyway. But I didn't want to do it because there's already Keith Murray. My real name's Keith. So I was like, so he ended up saying Murray in the Paulie Garacino from Mount Laurel and shit. Motherfuckers know him. He was like, yo, that's Bars Murray. I'm like, I guess it's Murray now. Fuck it. And then it stuck since that day. So when I did that rap with the Bulls from Camden on my first time I ever rapped, I was like, just call that shit Bars Murray. I'm going to change that shit in like a month or something. And it just stuck.
You from South Jersey originally?
Yeah, I'm from Burlington. Born in Willingboro, raised in Burlington.
Oh, you born in Willingboro?
Big Borough.
Okay.
Little one.
Big
Everybody, mad cats was born in Willingboro. Mad people was born in Willingboro. Death Valley Hospital.
Oh,
yeah. Unfortunately.
No.
I'm happy we made it, man.
Shit.
That's why they got closed.
That was the murder hospital back in the day. This is when my parents was fucking teenagers and shit. That was the murder. Death Valley.
Hold up. What hospital you was born in?
It was called Rancocas Valley Hospital.
I was born in Mount Holly.
You down the street?
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, verse one.
So my oldest was born in Willingboro.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the last ones.
Yeah, I was born in Willingboro.
Oh, you was born in Ohio or Texas? Ohio, yeah. I thought so. Man, so hold on, but you got records with Beans, man. How the fuck did that happen? We're gonna start from there before we get to where we at now. So you went from starting in 2010, and like one of the first things that I seen was you had a record with Beans.
So one of my childhood friends, Sean Kuiper, have you ever seen Produced by SK? That's him. he graduated from Burlington Township '96. He's one of my friends growing up, and he makes crazy ass beats. And he started making. He had a studio in Mount Laurel called the Rec Room, and he was Beans was coming by to record and shit. And I became friends with Beans through that. And Beans always liked me and shit. And this was right before I decided. This is like the summer of '09. I ain't decided to rap till like October. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already meeting them like as friends. And then I become a rapper and dropped that video and all that shit. And as soon as I did that, then I had a show like probably 2 months later. So then Sigel called my boy SK for studio time. He's like, Keith got a show tonight. He's like, fuck you mean Keith's rapping now? He's like, yeah, bro. He's B.A.R.S. Murre now. He's rapping. He's like, I'm coming. If you ever look it up, Beanie Sigel came to my first show. If you ever seen that footage.
Yeah.
So I already knew, and he found out Keith had a show. He's like, oh, I'm coming to that shit. So Beans came to my first show ever.
Where was the show at?
Emerald City in Philly. It's not there no more.
I think I remember Emerald City.
It's not there no more.
Yeah.
But that's how that all. And so this is my first time I ever performed in my life. Bodied that shit. Plus Beans, I had to body it. At the time, I had a studio across the street at the 444 building where Batcave was and all that shit, which was walking distance from Emerald City. So we walked from the club to my studio, and that's when we was gonna do some joint I performed that night. But then he heard my song with French Montana. He was like, I'm hopping on that.
So you had a song with French before Beans?
Yeah, French was already that song. Lifestyle that Beans is on. French was already on it, so we're playing with Beans beats, and then he hears fucking Lifestyle with French. He's like, and French is just gaining fire.
Yeah, that was early on.
Beans is like, bang. That's when Beans was topped on that shit, and that's how that whole shit happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
The boy SK, is his tag SK and it's like a girl Mona?
Nah.
I know a producer. That's why.
There's mad SKs. He's not gonna call himself that no more. He's gonna be. I just got him back in the game because he sees how I'm moving again. Now I got him making beats again, so he's gonna be called Mr. Burberry now.
A tag from back then. That's why I was asking. I'm like, maybe it's the same person.
Where does your love for hip hop come from?
That shit started in the '80s, dog. That shit started in my parents' living room watching Run DMC on MTV. LL Cool J, Beastie Boys, and then the '90s came. And then my brother came home. I got a brother 5.5 years older than me. He came home from his school trip. In Burlington, in 7th grade, you go to Baltimore. In 8th grade, you go to DC. But at Baltimore Harbor, they had a tape store.
West Anderson.
So my brother came home with the Big Daddy Kane tape, the Rakim tape. This is '89. The Rakim tape, all that shit. So I had it in the crib back then. You share a bedroom and all that shit. You know what I mean? So bang, his shit was my shit, and this is '89. So I bought my first tape in '91. Public Enemy, The Enemy Strikes Black. The song was like "Can't Trust It." Was like the first single off that.
Can't Trust It.
Yeah, Can't Trust It was the first video.
Can't Trust It.
What was the first tape you ever bought?
First tape I ever bought.
Rough Riders Volume 1.
I'm not that young. My first tape. I know the first tape that with cusses on it that my mom let me keep. That always sticks out of my mind. But you say first tape I ever bought, it might have been like Crisscross or some shit.
Oh shit!
It might have been some shit like that.
Doggy Style.
My Crisscross tape from my.
I had Doggy Style, but Doggy Style was after Crisscross. Yeah, I had Doggy Style.
I think y'all talked about that on one of our episodes.
I mentioned my mom went and got Doggy Style for me from the store because they wouldn't sell it to me. Shit. I mentioned that Doggy
Before
Style.
Crisscross, I had the Youngsters tape. Remember the Youngsters? Something for the Youngsters. This here's a little something for the Youngsters.
I had that was after Crisscross though.
I had that because my grandma bought me the K Solo tape. I went to visit my grandma. She bought me the K Solo tape Fugitive.
Your grandma?
Yeah, and then she saw the sticker on the back. Before they had the black and white joint on the front, parental advisor, it used to be a silver sticker on the back. She seen that shit, and then she looked at the names of the songs, so I tried to take it back, and then I got the Youngsters tape to replace the K Solo tape. And that was in 91 or 92.
Nah, the Youngsters was after. Wait.
Nah, the Youngsters was before Crisscross.
No,
bro.
It wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Look it up.
Something for the Youngsters came out 3rd, 4th grade.
Crisscross.
The Youngsters came out. First tape came out in 92.
For me, all right, check it out.
It was like damn near it was like 1 year apart.
Because Crisscross,
y'all
arguing about your first tape.
Another Bad Creation.
For Crisscross.
Yeah,
I'm about to say Another Bad Creation.
First.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was Quo, Quo.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, and there was Illegal.
Illegal
was
Malik and
EPMD.
Jamal.
Yeah, it was EPMD's.
Yeah, I know Malik and Jamal.
That was a whole little bit. That was a whole little bit. And I'm the same age as all them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I'm 40. That was like my age group and shit.
Shout out to everybody that's 40.
Shout out to y'all.
So boom, I'm looking at this shit. I'm
Shout
like,
out
these
to the old
motherfuckers
niggas.
is just like this is what I gotta do. And I'm looking at my skin. I'm like, fuck, I'm white. I'm like, I'm cooked. I ain't gonna be able to do this shit. I'm cooked.
Yo, but
So,
bro,
yeah, that's why I ain't rap
Nah,
for
y'all
2010.
look. You don't look 40
But you,
Yeah, I am.
at all.
yo, but you being, you know, white, you know what I'm saying, and of the culture the way you are, you know what I'm saying? Like it's I'm sure you know it's not a common thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, but once you get knowledge and stuff, you realize what the fuck you want. Once you get older and shit, you like, all right, I ain't gotta worry about nothing. Yeah, I mean,
The one thing you could tell though is that you're just authentically you, though.
Yeah.
You get what I mean, and
I've been
that's
through too
and I
much
feel
to
like
fake the
that
funk, you know what I mean?
that's what make you stick out in a good way as
Yeah,
being
I'm
a white
always
man
trying to make
rapping
motherfuckers
because
like me.
it's like you're authentic. You can
Yeah.
feel that's how you are. That's how you
I'm
were
done
brought
with
up.
trying to make motherfuckers like me.
No,
It's
yeah,
a rap
no.
for that.
You're
I'm
likable.
not
That's
fighting
what
for friends
That's what
out
I'm
this
saying. You're
motherfucker
likable,
anymore.
and you could tell that
I
it's
don't
you.
know if I have to. I ain't fighting
Yo,
for friends anymore.
so after you know, I seen the Bean shit and all that. I want to say a couple years later, I seen this guy had a billboard on fucking Route 130 for his album, Chicken and Cake, right? Which-
2012. That was
That's 2012. Okay, 2012. I just remember it was right by the studio. It was right by DNS studio they had over there, but you know, no affiliation, right? You wasn't working out of there, was you?
Nah,
You wasn't.
never.
Yeah, but that studio was right there, right outside the studio where everybody was going to record.
I didn't even know that
You
until after it happened.
You go to the studio, you come outside, and it's a billboard. This white dude
that's
talking about
crazy.
chicken and cake.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't know I
word.
hit
Shit
him that
used to make me
hard.
hungry as hell. Where's more, yo?
But
Word
man, you was
up,
going
yo.
hard though, man. I don't know nobody had a billboard out here,
Bruh.
especially not back then.
Facts.
You
Yeah,
feel me?
I had to go hard, dog. I was turning 30 right then. I was like, come on, man, this shit got to give. I'm used to having bread and shit. This rap shit fucking my shit up. I put that billboard up because I didn't feel like pressing 10,000 mixtapes no more because that shit cost way more bread than the billboard in Burlington is cheap as hell. That shit was $1,500 a month. It ain't like it's Philly or $295 or some shit. So it was only $1,500 a month at a time. I booked it for like 2 months and nobody booked it after me. So they don't take your shit down
Interesting.
until somebody buys the shit. So
Whoa,
my shit was up.
gems.
My shit was up for like 8 months.
Yeah, I remember that shit was there for a minute. You said 1,500 a month. I'm like, you spent some cake, but you saw you only did
Nah,
for 2
I only
months.
did 2 months. And they try to show you an extra shot. Like, bitch, I'll show you my contract. I paid 3 bands for that shit. Nah, I'm not paying on them extra months.
Wow.
Yeah, because I did that as a finesse move. Like, all right, let me not put so much bread out on this joint because I just did. That's why they don't let me mixtape, and I had to go lay down mixtape all off the muscle. Then I'm dropping the chicken and cake, and I'm like, all right, dog, I gotta chill. I can't put no more bread into this shit right now. Like, the smartest move I can do with the most impact will be the billboard. You know what I mean?
It was talked about. You feel me? Again, at that point,
that
I
was
never
the
met
most
you.
impact.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna keep it real because that's when I moved out here. In the circle of people I moved with, your name was buzzing, and even to keep it real, my homie was over today recording in my crib, and he pulled up his group chat, and he in March had posted in his group chat one of your verses. So it's like from back then all the way to now, like you still relevant in as far as from this area and being impactful to this area in the music game. So
damn, and that's crazy because you never know because you be thinking like, am I doing this for? Am I about? You don't know who's talking about you and all that shit. Like when I was going to listen to Nas or Raekwon, they didn't fucking know who the fuck. You know what I mean? Those motherfuckers banging your shit that you don't even know. You can't forget that. That's why you just gotta keep your head down, keep fighting, and
you just name
you don't
drop
know who's supporting you.
You just name drop Nas and Raekwon. You said, I was going to listen to Nas and Raekwon. So who's your GOAT?
That's impossible.
All right, top 5 then.
Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Prodigy, Biggie, and fuck. I guess I'll say Jay.
He gets it, so say
Nah,
Jay.
Cool Keith.
Cool Keith.
Yeah, Cool
Y'all know about
That's
Niggas don't know about Cool Keith.
Yeah,
Yo,
Cool
that's
Keith.
crazy.
Cool Keith.
That's crazy. But hold on, your first one you said was Rakim.
Black Elvis out too. That shit dropped Friday. That's my OG for real, Cool Keith.
Wow. But you said Rakim first.
Yeah, Rakim. Yeah, I just did a show with Rakim in Orlando. No, Fort Lauderdale. Shit was popping. Dude was mad cool. We vibe backstage and shit. I went top 5 with him. We were going back and forth with top 5s. That's funny how we're having this conversation.
Who Rakim was saying?
Same shit as me, basically.
Yeah. He said Kane. He put Kane.
I said Kane. I said when I left. I was with my old head. That's their age and shit. He's like, that shit was funny when you said Kane. I was like, oh, I was being mad honest. I was drunk. I just performed. I was feeling hype and shit.
Yo,
I didn't even think about like that's his number one competitor.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Putting them two together. I'm like, he been hearing that shit for 40 motherfucking years.
That was supposed to be the verses, but
they ain't gonna do that.
But they did KRS and Kane. It was supposed to be Rakim and Kane. That would have been the one for the old heads. You feel me?
What?
That would have been the one.
Yeah,
wow.
I wish.
So it's crazy though because like your career progressed, right? We did Chicken and Cake in 2012, right? Mm-hmm. And then in 2014, there's a tweet that I want to ask you about.
Go ahead.
You was tweeting some crazy shit in 2014?
I have no idea. Probably.
It's not some shit that he tweeted.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I got a picture of it. Hold on.
Spicy.
Yeah, I might have to put it up on the screen and shit. I might have to put it up on the screen. Hold on, where's that?
What you was saying?
Nah, he didn't say it.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Alchemist tweeted in 2014. Bro, B.A.R.S. Murray is the man.
How the fuck did you know that?
We do research here at the Watch This podcast.
Damn. Yeah, that made my day.
That's over shit though.
But yeah, Alchemist tweeted on March 19th.
How did that happen?
2014. B.A.R.S. Murray is the man.
That's crazy 19. That you knew that, bro.
Yo,
because I knew that, but I thought you was gonna keep me cursing out some girls.
Hey, but I'm gonna keep it all the way funky.
You pull me to go cursing out
as my homie was showing in the thing, he showed me that same thing today. My homie said, because he said that's what really for them, that's what put you on to them. Yeah. Because they was like, yo, if Alchemist is saying he that guy, then. Yeah. Why am I not listening?
That's who I do it to impress people like him.
So wait, so how does Alchemist know about you in 2014? Do you know?
I found out later on. I found this out after I even met Alchemist. I found out he learned from me from a dude that was producing. His name was Tommy Moss, who was producing for Action Bronson. He's like Action Bronson's like first guy he came out with, and that's why I found out because I ended up, I just know my girl Carla, who's friends with Alchemist, whose sister's with Alchemist's wife. Told me that shit. Wow. Because I just felt he just found me on YouTube, but he found out from Tommy Moss. So he was like, yo, you see this fucking dude, B.A.R.S. Murray?
But you know what?
That's the original him getting put on to me.
When I think about it.
And I found that out from Alchemist's wife's sister.
Alchemist seeing B.A.R.S. Murray for the first time. I could see Alchemist saying, yo, B.A.R.S. Murray is the man. Like, I could, knowing what I know about Alchemist.
He knew me before that, though. He knew me before that.
Yeah?
He knew me since, like, my third fucking video. Yeah, he put out that shit. I met him in 2012. I went to his crib in 2012. That was in 2014.
Yeah.
So he was up on my shit early.
Oh, okay.
He was what got me wavy in Cali because he put Dirt Nasty, a.k.a. Simon Rex, onto me. So they would watch my videos at his crib, and that's how I did the album with Dirt Nasty in 2013 and got wavy in L.A. for all them years.
Wow.
That was off of Alchemist putting famous motherfuckers in his crib like, yo, look at this fucking dude, B.A.R.S. Murray, people in this shit. And then that's how I got there. Off Twitter, you'd be like, yo, I'm out in your city, what's good?
Word of mouth, man.
Had me living in the Hollywood Hills off that tweet with Dirt Nasty and shit, seeing the craziest shit ever.
6 degrees of separation, too.
The motherfucker Scary Movie 3 that played Eminem and the shit. And
okay.
Simon Rex, he was a VJ for MTV in the 90s.
Yeah.
Funny as hell.
Yeah. Like, he's that guy. He's on that new Bucket shit with Pete Davidson.
Oh, yeah. I peeped that.
He's on fire right now.
Yeah, I peeped the Bucket.
He just won Mad Awards for some movie. He just did Red Rocket and shit. Shit is crazy.
Okay.
He's the star of that movie Red Rocket that just came out like a year ago or some shit.
And then more recently, you've been touring with the Griselda boys on different sides. I seen you with Beanie. I seen you with Conway. Like, what the fuck, bruh? I see you, videos with OT the Real, who's, rocking with Beanie and shit like that, man. Yeah. What's that experience been like?
Dope, bro. It's all where it's supposed to be right now. And like, it's cool that like there's cats that made it with doing that type of sound that I've been doing the whole time and shit. So I blend right in with that shit. You know what I mean? So it's really the only motherfuckers I will fuck with, and I'm fucking with them. So bang, 'cause I was almost done with this shit. I'm like, what's the next move? And then bang, I meet these motherfuckers in Miami. You know what I mean? And now it's on. You know what I mean?
You said you met them in Miami?
Yeah.
Who'd you meet?
Tony De Niro leaving the club and shit. We was leaving the club, had a buffalo hat on. We was all fucked up. I don't even talk to motherfuckers, but I'm fucked up. I'm a happy, friendly motherfucker. So we started talking about football and shit. He's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm a rapper. He's like, what's your IG? I could wake up the next day from a hangover and shit. Look at my, the first thing you do is go on fucking IG or Facebook. I look at my shit. I'm like, oh, let me see what's up with this dude. I look at his shit. I'm like, this motherfucking Benny the Butcher's handler. I'm like, oh shit, let me DM this motherfucker real quick. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then we've been on ever since then, bro.
Yo, look, so for all you artists out there, man, take your shots. You feel me?
Facts.
Take your shots.
Or just be friendly.
But move around though.
Just be friendly.
If I wasn't walking down the street in South Beach leaving the club at 4 a.m. at that moment, it would have never happened. And it's crazy because it happened on the same street where the last place I ever seen my father, who passed away and shit. It's the last place. So I'm thinking like, because remember, I'm thinking I'm one leg in, one leg out of the rap shit at this point. I'm like, am I done? And then bang, put my pops who never supported that shit or whatever, who passed away and shit. The last place I ever seen him was on that street in Miami, and then bang, that's where I meet them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so boom, I'm like, I gotta go with this shit. Now I'm like thinking like maybe this shit sent from heaven or some shit.
No, for real. And even you just having good energy and being friendly.
That, or maybe I'm not, but it's a bigger chance. It's a bigger risk not taking the chance. So fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a bigger risk not taking a chance.
You know what I mean?
Yo, that's a gem.
I believe in faith and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I gotta go with it, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So what's next for Bars Murray, man?
I gotta drop this album, man. Jewelry Store Shootouts, baby. He's getting mixed and mastered right now.
Jewelry Store Shootouts?
Jewelry Store Shootouts, like chaos. You know, you come in there with that new chain and shit. Motherfucking Jack Boys is in there pretending they copping something too. And they got the mask on because they think it's COVID season still and shit. And then the straps come out while you wearing that new thing. And bang, bang, shit goes crazy. That's the album.
I actually worked in a jewelry store when they got robbed before.
Yeah.
It wasn't no guns though, but they got ready. I mean, it wasn't my shit.
You
So I
definitely want to hear the album.
Yeah, I didn't care what my shit. I was like, oh, that for sure. I'm gonna still regardless, but
it's gonna make you feel shook. It's gonna make you want to steal. It's gonna make you want to call the cops on me. You might. There's a jewelry store shootout. Not you, but anybody listening. It's gonna have a lot of emotion.
Yeah,
I love this guy.
Yeah. So fucking with you. Yo, all right, yo, we gonna get into our shit, but before we do that, man, where can they find you on all platforms and shit?
B.A.R.S. M-U-R-R-E, all one word. Bars Murray, M-U-R-R-E.
Bars Murray, man. Nah, yo, you kicking it with us though, right?
Let's go.
We here, all right, word. Cause we do have a motherfucking hip hop podcast. You feel me? I don't even know where to go, man. You done shit.
I need theme music.
All right, man. Taxstone, man. Got sentenced to 35 years.
Sheesh.
That remind me of that one clip when the dude was like, yeah, I'm so-and-so Asian. Kevin Hart was like, damn. That's damn, 35 years.
Yeah, 35, man. You know, never want to hear about nobody getting.
What are his charges? That he got 30
manslaughter. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or probably aggravated manslaughter, something like that. But it's not murder. It's like aggravated manslaughter. I mean, he tweeted that he's not going to do the 35. He's like, I'm not doing the 35. And somebody was like, I'll see you in year 2050. And he was like, let's make a bet. Or let's bet money. Or some shit like that. But you know, who knows? Niggas is tweeting.
He's tweeting?
Niggas is tweeting.
You know what? They be on TikTok live in jail.
Yeah.
Doing push-ups and winding a Pretty Ricky. So I know they have phones. I know they have phones. So
that's wild.
I hope Taxstone not winding Pretty Ricky, but
he gonna be there in about a couple months.
Yeah, but all right, but so I think in the hip hop world though, the whole Troy Ave element of this is interesting. Because you know he testified or you know and whatnot, and came out under a lot of fire from the streets, you know, because of that. And I taxed on doing 35 years. Truth, what your thoughts about it?
I mean, I'm kind of torn because I feel like on the one hand, you know what I'm saying, that's his man's.
That's Troy Ave man Banger that died.
That died, but. You know, I don't know enough about it. I don't know if it was street shit, but I feel like if it was street shit, then they should just stick to the street code. But, you know, if it was some extracurricular than that, then...
You know the issue, man, when you say is it street shit or is it not, the fact that hip-hop, certain types of hip-hop is so deeply rooted in the streets.
Yeah.
So the lines
Super
get blurry.
true.
You feel me? It'd be like, oh, you a nigga that raps a certain way. So if some shit happened and you supposed to yada yada yada, you feel me, or whatever, you know what I mean? But niggas are trying to use that like, well, nah, this ain't had nothing to do with the streets. You know, it was some rap shit. It gets blurry. You know what I'm saying? The story's crazy. It just sucks that, you know, anytime I hear about, it's like 2 black lives lost. You know what I'm saying? The person that got killed and the person that go away. You know what I'm saying? It's just a sad story, man.
Everybody loses a son.
Yeah, and then Troy, I feel like Troy Ave had tweeted something recently that he was going away for something. And I don't know is he out?
So what is the story? Because I know it's his bodyguard that you know passed away. So my thing is, was that bullet meant for Troy?
It was.
So the story is that they was at T.I.'s show. It was a T.I. show, right? And in some type of like dressing room, back room area, because I think Troy Ave was supposed to perform that night. There was some type of a disagreement, a struggle ensued back there, and Troy Ave's homie Banga got shot. And then on camera you see niggas leaving that room and Troy Ave firing a shot.
No, I remember that.
You know,
I remember seeing the
reportedly
footage and just
at
seeing
Tax
a
Zone.
bunch of different things. I just didn't know the full extent of the story.
And the story that Troy Ave told was that the gun that he had, he took from that nigga, right? Am I right, Dre?
Something like that.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Wait, what? So he took it from Tax Stone?
That's the story I believe that he told, is that the gun wasn't, and I think that's why Troy Ave never got no real charges, was because like the gun was placed on Tax Stone like from the rip, like you brought this in here,
Right.
And did something with it, and now this is in retaliation, but it's your weapon. But I think later on Troy Ave was found with the weapon or some shit. See, I don't know.
That's why I said this sounds really.
It was real weird.
It sounds really
You should just get in the
crazy.
ring and let him box for $10 million, man.
I would love
Because
it.
he's not that not to be
Whoever
rude or
loses
anything, but he's not that big of a
Whoever
man.
loses,
Like
Whoever loses gotta do
to
10
be
years.
tussling somebody for a
Boxing
gun and
match.
getting it and then busting back. Like it just, I don't know. Let me mind my
But I'm gonna
business.
tell you right.
I don't be in the streets. I don't be in no streets. So
I know a homie that tussled with somebody in the back seat over a pistol, and he made sure he got that pistol about that nigga's hands.
I seen a motherfucker wrestle in the backseat over a lap dance.
Oh wow!
You know,
Yeah.
she's sitting on me.
Who got it?
whoa.
Did you get it?
I'm fucking with
Did you get the lap dance?
I'm about to say, I wonder how it would be attached to being the ass. Like, you know, like they just grab. Well, how was this like an argument? How was they
Yeah, I
arguing?
don't know,
Yo,
but, yeah,
I've
but he
seen
is getting
niggas
locked
tussle
up.
over a lap dance in a car. Now that you say that, I've actually seen this. It might. I mean, it's more than a lap dance, probably, but
He is getting locked up for something though,
Becky, why you sitting on his?
because he just posted up like he bought this multi-unit
Troy Ave.
Yeah. It said like to offset his bills while he locked up, so clearly he about to get locked
it's
up.
something.
Or
Yeah,
something.
he posted something like he was going down for something. I don't know what's up, man, but like, yeah, it's just sad, man. But that's what's going on, man. You know,
All it takes is one moment to ruin a bunch of people's lives, y'all. Y'all gotta stop.
one moment. That's
36
it.
seconds.
I'm just thinking about all their
18 plus.
kids, you know, their family outside of whatever drama they got. Like,
Are those
they-
VEs?
yeah,
They are. I like.
thank you, appreciate you.
You be doing that shit. My bad.
I fitted this too.
Yeah. I peeped that joint on the grams, on the Instagrams.
Know something.
That hold on, can may I? No, this right here. Oh man, the quality.
Oh, and I got the 27 on the bed. He said my number earlier too. As soon as he started talking, I said, "Okay, I like him."
Oh yeah, when I was 27.
And he said he was from Borough. See, that'd be the universe.
Yeah. So we find 27 in everything.
No, 27 finds me.
She be like-
just like VE finds me.
She be like, you got a
everywhere
son
I
that's
go.
2 and a daughter that's 7.
Yeah.
That's one of my
No, because every time I would get in his
So
car, his
27
like
one
when we were
last night.
carpooling stuff
And deep
or
water.
go to an event, it would say like 27, 72 backwards, you know, across his whole shit, like on all his vents.
Yep.
It would be on that.
So called me one time. She called me. I answered. I was like, "What's up?" She's like, "Scoop, I gotta ask you a question." I was like, "Oh shit, hold on." So I made sure like I was away from like everybody so I can hear this because I thought it was some real shit. And she was like, "Did you always have 27 posts on your Instagram?" She said, "Did you always just have 27 posts?" I could look at my shit. She said, "Oh, nah, that's just what it is." "Oh, all right, bye," and hung up on me. I was like, "Oh shit, all right, that's cool."
It'd be like that.
But that's sorted down data. All right, so y'all heard about what's going on with Pusha T. Well, first of all, my bad. Let me back up. Pause.
Jimmy and his braids. You gotta start there.
Let me start with Pharrell. Giving Pharrell his flowers because Pharrell is the new head designer of menswear at Louis Vuitton.
Oh,
right?
he ate that.
And he had his first fashion show in Paris, right? Star-studded. Hove performed.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, Hove performed.
Mm-hmm. Him and Hove performed. Pharrell performed with Hove.
Pharrell performed? I didn't see Pharrell. He was
Yes.
on Jay-Z set?
That's crazy.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see Pharrell out there.
He brought him out.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. I only saw like a few.
I just thought that was dope because like, when's the last time we seen them two together, like
Right,
performing
right.
their music together? I was like, that's lit.
I've only seen like clips of bits and pieces of Jay-Z's set, but it looked amazing. Everything, I saw some shit where Push was looking at Pharrell's watch. He got some
the
new
Richard
Richard
Mille.
Mille, and that shit is like
Ferrari,
thin.
John. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
They said 1.5 mil.
1.8.
It was
1.8.
Wait,
I knew it was 1 point something. Yeah, mil.
I didn't see the number. I just seen it in like Pusha T
I passed
story.
the article and it said like 1 point something.
It's like super thin. It's like a credit card.
Yeah.
Word? Yeah, that must be some new shit then.
It's crazy.
And the
crazy.
dial is like little. It's like a little dial on the shit. Like it's like it looked like some shit like a watch that's not done.
Wow.
Some like
You
Spy
saying?
Kids ass shit.
When you that rich, who cares what time it is, bro?
Yeah, in fact.
Pharrell for bringing the clips on and do the one way
The clips?
with them too. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? Shout out to him bringing the whole Neptunes on.
Yeah. Oh, you brought Chad out and them?
Shout out and them.
Damn, I didn't see that.
No, he did that shit for the culture. Like I felt like the
he
culture
did.
was very heavy.
Damn, I need to watch
Very
this
heavy, and I didn't even watch the whole thing.
Everybody
I
was
just
there.
watched clips and stuff from it because I
I
haven't
need
had the
to see
time.
that shit now that
But
I'm
everything I
hearing about
seen, it was just culture.
Shocked me. The King had in the grill. The shit was crazy. You ain't see that?
Who?
It's fucked up that you gotta go over.
Oh, LeBron the Grill?
Yeah, LeBron did have a grill.
Diamond grill.
Boy!
Bro had everybody showing out.
Boy, Brian.
Everybody showed up.
For
Yeah,
real,
I
had
knew Brian was
everybody
there,
showing
but I didn't
out.
see no flicks. So during this, Pusha and Malice, the clips, or is he still No Malice? No Malice?
It's no malice.
Or is he? You know what? Because he was on Push last album. I feel like on Push last album he had his name as Malice. Like he was trying to come. Either way, the clips.
No malice. He changed it to no.
No, that's why I
I
said it
feel
was.
like, he was No Malice for years, but I'm not sure if on Push last album because they had a song together on that album, and I think it might have just said Malice. I don't know.
Word.
Either way,
Maybe for streaming purposes, so
Yeah.
go to his
Yeah,
own
or-
shit.
'cause,
Because
well,
the new shit ain't boom like
and
the
but I
old
think
shit.
the whole thing was, I think as Malice, he was like talking like street shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
maybe it's an alter ego.
Yeah. But either way, the clips, as we all know them, they walked in this fashion show, and during this walk, at some point, there was a new clip song that played, an unreleased song, and it's in Pusha's verse, it sounded like he was taking some shots at Jim Jones. So that got motherfuckers talking or whatever. He said something about. I need to get the lyrics up. He said something about. Basically saying that Jim is doing all he doing to get a verse from Drake. It's kind of like what it boiled down to. Y'all seen what I'm talking about, right? You seen it? Did you hear the song?
I didn't hear the song. I seen the post, but I didn't listen to the
I
song.
seen the
though.
post and I ain't gonna lie, I almost went to click on it, but then what happened was I started reading the comments and everybody take everything left on Twitter, so they was just making fun of Jim Jones on there. So I was reading and flaming him.
It's flaming who? Jim Jones?
Yeah.
Because Jimmy, said that Pusha don't deserve to be in the top 50 MCs of all time. Nobody wants to be like Pusha. Nobody wants to dress like him.
No, I remember.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
And
Basically, just saying he ain't got the same impact. He ain't got no impact. Is what he's saying. Basically.
Yeah, no impact. Exactly. But I feel like
But some people impact is silent, and that's what some people don't understand either. And I always feel like Pusha
Some
T
people's
has a
impact is
silent
quality.
impact. You feel me? Like he made fucking ba da ba ba ba. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Like nigga, how can you say the nigga don't got impact? The nigga been getting niggas to buy McDonald's
Yo,
for 20
he got the
years. Like
McDonald's
fuck you
joint.
mean?
McDonald's
Yeah, you
joint
can't
and the
tell him
Arby's joint.
nothing.
How you
I'm
got
saying,
the
like,
rivals?
That's
jumping
why I don't
off,
agree
like-
with that shit that Jim Jones said. Just because he ain't forefront and niggas might not want to get a hoodie he has on,
I mean,
he's still
Push-
influential.
Push is part of a lot of shit.
And
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna keep it real. Like I feel like Pharrell is they really dope artists, but I think having a group take off like the Clips did is really what helped them as a whole. You seen it with Timberland because Timberland and Magoo as individual artists ain't really dope, but the fact that he had Aaliyah, Missy, and
Pharrell made Rump Shaker.
He was a part of that. Yeah, he was a part of that. But
So Pusha said in the rap, he said, "You
It's
think
all
it'd be
good.
valor amongst veterans? I'm watching your fame escape relevance.
Ooh.
We all in the room, but here's the elephant. You chasing a feature out of your element."
I mean, Jim Jones and his braids was home while he was in Paris at the Louis Vuitton fashion show.
For someone that's not
Relevant. That's what I'm saying. So, dun.
yikes.
and that's his element too, because he really been in the fashion a lot lately. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he always been
and I'm
fashion,
gonna keep it real. Like Jim Jones ain't no slouch, but Pusha T last project went dummy. Like
And the one before that.
like
You know what I'm saying? Like, see, the thing is, Jim Jones puts out more music. You know what I'm saying? Pusha is like very calculated. Like, he'll put out an album once every 3 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like, and that album will be nominated for best rap album of the year.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Quantity over quality.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, for sure. It's the quality of it. Now, not to say that Jim Jones don't have the quality,
No, yeah.
but if he carried himself in that way, people would respect him on that level. But it's like, you keep putting out shit. It's like, oh, here comes another Jim Jones project. I'll listen to it for a week, because he's gonna come up with another one. You know what I'm saying? 6 months from now or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like Pusha T, it's like, oh, Pusha about to drop.
See what he's saying.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, what has he? Because I've heard about him over these past couple years. He's in fashion shows. He's doing this. People are taking shots at him. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
Oh, maybe he'll respond on this album. You know, that's going to, you know, talk about all the things that happened over the past, you know, 5 years or whatever it's been.
And he's more mysterious. Like, Jim Jones is more likely to be on the blogs, and Pusha T is not. You know what I mean? Like,
You don't know what's happening with Pusha.
exactly. I always see random stuff of Jim Jones on the blogs that don't have nothing to do with rap. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's his mom or him and Chrissy not being married after 35 years, or, you know, it's just always something that he's
And he
involved
tapped all the way in now, so he about to do all types of crazy shit like
Who?
he did the other day, Pusha. For the shit that he got going on,
No, that's what I'm
he's
saying.
tapped. So it's
And he's so
on
mysterious,
now.
so people are more
just the
interested
beginning.
when he drops stuff, because it's like they don't
He
get a
tapped
peek
into
in his
somebody
life all the
different now.
time. So
Word is born.
Yo, we had Roscoe P. Coltrane here for
shit.
an episode and shit.
Damn.
And he had a homie. See, I don't remember his name, but he had a homie that was with him, and he said that he was a Pusha artist, and he rapped at the end of the pod, like, well, after the pod was over. You know,
that was a dope episode.
Yeah, he
Y'all
had
really had like a whole little circle, like a little battle and stuff.
No bad.
She said a battle.
Yeah, it was a little cipher. You know what I'm saying? The bull was nice though, but but Roscoe said that he hit, because like before the bull came, he's like, yo, Scoop, my man can pull up. He said he Pusha T artist. I was like, I mean, I would have said yes regardless, but yeah, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's interesting to hear, you know, what's been going on with Pusha and how he's progressing. I don't know. I really was a little surprised by Jim Jones like taking them shots the way he was, because it seemed unnecessary, unprovoked. Nigga ain't do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people see him cozying up to Drake, and it's like, we know Drake is you know, and we know there's bad blood there, so we can only assume that it has something to do with that, even if it doesn't. Even if it has nothing to do with that, we can only assume that it does. Speaking of Drake, it was brought to my attention. We talked last week, I think, about the whole drama, getting robbed shit, right? And how them boys shouted out Drake, and we was like, yeah, maybe Drake really don't fuck with drama and all this, you know, whatever. It was brought to my attention by Mikey McFly actually today that the whole Jack Harlow shit, because Jack Harlow signed to Drama, and Drake was fucking with Jack Harlow.
Right.
And Drama was in the video with them. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even peep that. He was like, yeah, Drama was in the video with them. And I was like, oh, shit.
I didn't know that Jack Harlow was signed to him.
Yeah, Generation Now.
Signed to who?
DJ Drama. I mean, DJ Drama brought him. I remember like the first time I ever heard of Jack Harlow, which was probably like damn near 3 years ago, probably. He brought him to Flex. And I was like, who this white boy, curly hair white boy? Like, he might even had glasses on or some shit. Like, he looked a little different than the image that he has
He
now.
didn't have the beard, right?
He have a beard? Maybe he did. I don't know, but he went on
So you're
Flex.
saying he's in your top 5 is what you're saying?
Jack Harlow? Nah,
Nah,
he's not top 5. But-
top 10.
But he's not my top anything. Pause. But I know, but I like Jack Harlow. I think he can rap. You feel me? But he, when Drama brought him to flex, and actually in that first freestyle, I was not impressed. I was like, whatever. But eventually, he made some records I fuck with. But yeah, to answer the question, yes, Jack Harlow is signed to DJ Drama because Jack Harlow's from Kentucky. Eventually, I think he went to college in Georgia or some shit like
First
that.
rapper ever from Kentucky. Is it?
You know who else from
never
Kentucky?
heard of no rapper. From
ESTG
Kentucky.
is from Kentucky too.
I don't even know who that is.
He signed to what's the name?
I swear
Yo
he was
Gotti.
from Florida. I ain't gonna lie. Like all
ESTG?
my people from Florida love him. I thought he was from
Yeah.
Florida originally.
The first feature ESTG got was with Jack Harlow. Like I'm saying, he got a song with Jack
that's
Harlow.
cute.
Yeah, Jack Harlow put him on a record because if you think about it, you know ESTG, you know he's a street nigga. Like you know what I'm saying, like whatever he was doing, that nigga was known probably out
He's from
there.
Kentucky.
Yeah, and Jack
What's
Harlow.
the major city out in Kentucky?
That's a good question. Louisville.
Oh, okay. Yo, Louisville's probably off the fucking chain. Go to a bar in Louisville and act up.
Look, you can
somebody
tell.
with some Wrangler jeans
you
gonna
can-
kick your ass.
You can tell you
Right.
moving around.
It's
Look,
a
you can tell you
regular.
moving around. You guys go to
Somebody
the
gonna
state.
stick some cowboy boots in your ass.
He's like, yo, what's the city out there?
Shoot you.
You ain't, so you ain't been to Kentucky ever, right?
Nah.
Anybody in here ever been to Kentucky?
Yeah,
You
you already know.
I know you.
That's
been to
one of the
Kentucky.
very
I know
few
that.
places I've never been.
If Louisville right next to Cincinnati.
I want to check it out.
Oh.
It's not nice out there.
I ain't know
Louisville's
that.
probably
He said it's
shit.
not nice out there.
No.
This shit
It's
go down
country.
out
It's
there.
country in Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yo, he
that
said
shit
it ain't
different
nice
type of
though.
country.
Everybody got a pistol.
Yeah, see that's the difference.
I'm about to say
between-
2 pistols probably.
You step on the grass, they can shoot you legally.
License in the hood.
So Hit Boy just dropped the album with his pops.
That's cute.
You saw the video with his pops.
That video was out fucking rages. You could definitely tell that nigga just did like a 20-year bid.
No, but what's so crazy is
Freaky
you know,
ass
being
old
a
head.
producer, I follow other producers, so I was just watching something maybe like a month and a half ago about Hit Boy, and he said where he got his drive was watching his dad as a hustler, and he just applied his father's hustle to whatever he was hustling to his music. You know what I'm saying? So he said he was deeply inspired by, you know what I'm saying, obviously going a different direction, but really inspired, and Hit Boy really respected.
That's why I
out
said
there
I
in the
think it's
streets, too,
cute
man.
that he's giving his father a platform. But have you listened to the music?
Nah.
He's a freaky ass old head.
He's a
Somebody
freaky
give him
ass old
some.
head.
Somebody give him some.
Hey.
Like the song, like he made a song and he was just talking about.
Yo, niggas don't know. Yo, his brother, Hit Boy's dad's brother, directed porn.
Wait, hold
No.
on. We didn't get there yet.
Oh, my bad.
I'm about to say, like
So
they.
still walking the dog there.
No, yeah, it was given that. Like
Yeah.
it definitely was given some wild shit.
So what Syph said was Hit Boy's dad's brother directed porn. So Hit Boy said that he actually first started making beats for porn. Before
Yo, I'm hollering.
he
because-
said I line wired that video. Get the fuck out
No,
of here.
just a sidebar though. My son, when he first started making beats, I literally have a video on my phone of him playing me his first beat, and I told my mom, I'm like, yo, that shit sounds like some porn shit. Like, but I didn't even know it was his beat. Like, I just
Wait,
heard it
who-
playing in
who?
his room. My son.
Oh.
I heard a beat playing in his room, and I thought it was a TV, so I walked in like, where are you watching? Thinking he's watching some shit he's not supposed to. He's like, oh, I'm here making the beat. I was like,
What?
nah, my son out here making porn beats, but he didn't know. But that's why that cracks me up.
Yo.
My son might end up making beats.
I mean, you know what
for
though?
porn, bro.
Because when you first, if you be using like the stock sounds,
That's what he was using. Oh, not the pop.
y'all like porn that got music?
I don't watch porn.
Wait, nah, see, yo, real shit.
Yeah.
Like for real, it took me mad long to actually watch porn because the music was so horrible. I used to automatically, I'm like, nah, I'm not watching this shit. Just from the rip.
What you trying to get into the beat? Like,
Nah, it just threw me off. It was just crazy. It was just like, it just started off like,
I'm
wow.
just saying, why
That's background music, and then the act. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I always
the
thought
music
about like the person who scores that shit. Like, how do they even come up with the sound? Because the sound don't never
Using
go
Fruity
with the
Loops?
shit.
They
I'm
go-
just saying, like,
they
it's
use
no
the
way.
most basic shit. And
They using the
fuck it.
stock
I
sounds
think they
of
just
Fruity
close their eyes and just hit random on the beat for each scene. Like, just fuck it. YOLO.
Yeah, just fuck it. It's right.
Wow, that's why y'all didn't throw the lighter. Y'all better. Is the camera still on?
Damn, hit the camera.
It ricocheted off
I don't know
the
what
Yo, if we caught that'd be dope. I ain't gonna hold you. That might actually be dope, yo. All right, so Soul says she only likes music. I mean, porn that got music in it.
Yeah.
What?
Only when I produce it.
The porn or the music?
The music.
I heard you. Anybody listen to Killer Mike new album?
that one song. Keep it real.
Only people that aren't at this table have listened to it.
Dungeon Family.
It's around. It's around.
I cried a little.
I wasn't.
You feel me?
Yo, it's dope. Let me not act like I listened to the whole album. I probably listened to about 70% of it though. Like 70%. But
I watched his interview. I didn't listen to the album though. He did an interview and he said that 3 Stacks is dropping the album. I meant to say that to y'all in the group chat, but I forgot.
I thought he said he had a 7-minute verse.
No, he said they're about to. He was saying that they're about to fly out to listen to 3 Stacks' new album. He was like, we're getting ready to fly out there to listen to it.
That's funny that we was just talking.
He could just be getting people hyped, but he definitely said
go
that.
Diamond if it ever happens.
I mean, he said it. Well, they asked him, and he didn't say yes or no. But what he said was, he was like, just know that we on our way to fly out to listen to it. And he was like, is that you saying he's dropping the album? He was like, just know that we getting ready to fly out to listen to it.
Saw announces on the Watch This podcast that Andre Benjamin is releasing. So
allegedly from Killer Mike. Killer Mike said
sense,
it.
Man, you walking around with that flute, man. Like you probably making beats the whole time, thinking about what kind of song you gonna put together.
Who?
But see, I also seen a quote from him saying how it's just cookie cutter right now.
Yeah,
he's
complaining about the game.
Not really impressed, but that could be
the reason why he drops the album.
He
finding a pocket.
It could be all part of the rollout.
Right.
It could be all part of the rollout.
It's a lack of creativity that he's trying to say. In the game, you trying to say it's a lack of creativity in the game or something?
In the game, yeah,
something like that.
Well,
yeah.
And I don't necessarily agree with that. I feel like right now is the independent vibe. Like if you're looking for mainstream, you're gonna get the same thing. But you can find whatever kind of music you're looking for right now, especially hip hop music. Whatever vibe you're looking for, if you go looking for it, you're gonna find it.
There's really a lane for everything.
Because you was like, Griselda, you know what I'm saying, was like a faction that made the type of music that you make. You feel me? Which wasn't really prevalent. It was being made, but it wasn't being like talked about on a level that is being talked about now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before those dudes from upstate, you feel me? Whether it's be Griselda, 38 Special, you know what I'm saying? Stove God, like you know what I'm saying, Rock Marciano, like I'm saying, like those people, so but I feel like they have the internet to thank for that, because now we're at a point where it's like you could just look for whatever you like. You don't have to just listen to what is available in the record store or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can look for whatever you like and listen to it. It's so much shit.
But you got to know, though, this is the same person that they so fresh and so clean that your kids know it. They didn't even know that era.
Right.
He's on Andre 3000.
No, yeah.
I get why he's saying this.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. So, all right. So, but hold on. Back up. Killer Mike album.
Yeah.
Because Andre got a verse on this. We talked about the song that had Andre. Oh yeah, he got a verse on his album. That's really.
Is it fire?
Yeah, it is fire.
It's fire.
In future, yeah.
I didn't hear this shit.
It's Future, Andre 3000, and Killer Mike.
Nigga, that's not even Future.
And yeah. It's Meathead.
Meathead. It's a
Pause.
family joint like that.
Can't say Meathead.
Pause.
But it's hard. It's difficult to
That's
call
probably
Meathead.
why he
So it's
changed
the
it.
old verse?
No.
Nah, it's new.
He's just being his old self, basically.
Like imagine the
when he was a young boy.
coming back together. Come on, Dre.
Why all the Atlanta rappers always had like a crazy, freaky first name, then they changed
Meathead
it?
is crazy.
Just like Titty 2 Chainz, like
Teddy Boy, Meathead.
yeah, like what was good with that? Like, did they have to do that for initiation and they could switch it?
They was comfortable with their sexuality.
No, I'm not saying it like that.
I'm
I'm talking about just the pause shit. Like, I would just get tired of niggas saying pause. I would just get tired of niggas saying pause. Like, damn, it's just my name.
Actually,
They was super comfortable.
Actually, they were comfortable. But yeah, the song is dope, and the album is dope. The intro is Killer Mike and CeeLo. CeeLo's singing. I was hoping CeeLo gave us a verse, like some bars. I was hoping that.
I love hearing him sing, though. I love hearing him sing too, though.
Yeah, he can sing. And he has a
unique voice.
It stands out. Yeah, exactly. His voice stands out. His style stands out. But he was the best rapper in Goody Mob to me.
CeeLo?
Yeah. or Big Get maybe.
No,
I don't know.
CeeLo had them hooks. When CeeLo started coming with the hooks when he's still Goody Mob, I'm talking Packers jersey CeeLo. That's when he started separating. That's when he started separating himself.
Yeah, then the whole Gnarls Barkley thing happened and all that shit. But when he was like a rapper, like on like Soul Food and them records, who's that peeking out my window? Like CeeLo is nice. But I was hoping he'd get like Killer Mike would have got him to give us a verse.
You
but
need to get out and get something.
Yeah.
He bodied that joint. What? And when he started singing his verses, I used to rap. Then he started singing his verses and shit.
Right.
That was videos would set that shit up.
I'm about to start calling you and just we're gonna talk about like old hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
I was stuck to Yo MTV Raps, but that was my Saturday morning cartoons. Was the countdown? Was the top 10 from that was 88 to like 93.
I tell everybody 92, 93.
That was my Saturday morning cartoons. I had WWF wrestling and
who's the GOAT wrestler?
Cartoons. The GOAT.
I'm glad we talking about wrestling.
I love this for you. It's like a bestie test. You getting a bestie test?
That's a hard question because they all.
Did we become best friends?
Like that's what it's
You want to
giving.
play
Like
karate in the garage?
Yeah.
Who's your GOAT wrestler, bruh?
Y'all
should.
Name one.
I mean Hogan.
Hogan,
Flair.
Nah, you said Hogan.
Yeah,
Flair. Do that shit. Every time I ask somebody
That's
shit,
who had the
they
most
always start
impact.
naming like 2, 3, 4.
I mean, that's who had the most impact when I was little. You know what I'm saying?
When did you
That's
stop
who had the
watching
most
wrestling,
impact.
or do you still watch it?
I stopped watching. Really, I stopped watching. Like I started watching like when I was 5 years old. So that's 87. So I stopped watching like 92 when it started getting corny. But that shit would still be on cable.
It didn't
would
start
still be
getting
on
corny.
USA. Now the mid 90s wasn't like the late 80s and early 90s though. Remember WrestleMania 6?
The Attitude Era.
Remember WrestleMania 6, Hogan vs. Warrior, the lead up to that shit?
Yeah,
that shit was never booming like that ever again after that shit.
It was.
WrestleMania 7 ain't boom like WrestleMania 6.
WrestleMania 10 was lit. Bret Hart versus Yokozuna.
Right. So that shit wasn't popping like the 80s though. That shit wasn't popping like the 80s and early 90s though.
So that's where you at with it.
That was not.
Hold on.
Bro, that's when WWF was about to go out of business. That shit was nothing like the 80s.
And then the Attitude Era lit it up.
All right.
When Stone Cold and The Rock all popped off, that's when they got the rebirth. I'm talking before that. That mid shit, you talking about the mid era, that joint wasn't like that. The biggest star was Bret Hart.
So y'all already know who my favorite wrestler is. I watched his documentary and you was wrong. It was one and only one ever Ultimate Warrior.
I said there was more than one?
Yeah.
That wasn't me. Probably
There's
McFly.
mad people better than
I didn't say that.
Warrior,
I didn't say that because I know that. It wasn't me. It was probably McFly. Yeah, it was only one. Or not because the rumor was there was another Warrior.
It's so funny watching men argue about wrestling.
Really, who killed it the most? Though, really, number one is The Rock.
Should love wrestling too.
Really, The Rock bodied everybody.
Yeah,
The Rock bodied everybody.
Stone Cold's my goat.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rock.
Stone Cold's top 5.
The Rock won in life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, but I'm talking about in wrestling.
During my era of wrestling,
the best
like
wrestler got to go with Bret Hart.
Miz, that's what
No, I was going to say the best. To me, the funniest wrestler was Rikishi. He was the funniest wrestler ever because he would like put his ass in niggas' faces. Like he was the funniest wrestler to ever touch the mat.
I'm just so glad that Soul let us know that she's actually seen wrestling like before her son was born.
I used to love wrestling. Like I used to watch Stephanie McMahon and them bitches fight and stuff. They mad for Triple H. She used to be fighting for Triple H. Like it was the storyline and everything that went with it. Like I used to like it.
I'm bagging that wrestling shit heavy.
Shout out to China too. RP to her because she was that bitch too.
Yeah,
the strongest bitch to ever live.
Got me back into that shit.
Yeah, because
I was going on YouTube looking at the shit from when I was a kid. And I'm just like, yo, this shit is just like hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, and if you don't pop, like on some man, you doing small ass shows just like the rest. You doing independent joints. You on the road. Unless you do make it big.
I can't lie. That's my backup plan. If I hit 35 and I'm gonna be a wrestler, y'all gonna see me up there like
wrestling. You gonna be wrestling.
I should have did that shit. If I was taller,
look.
Are you gonna be a wrestler or are you gonna be somebody's manager like walking into
No, I'm gonna be the actual wrestler. Like I'm gonna be going out there with my little custom outfit on, my little theme music, and I'm out there kicking bitches' asses. Yeah.
Nah, they be making them girls do crazy shit though in that wrestling.
That's fine. I'm very flexible, and my shit is gonna be some crazy shit. I'm gonna jump in the air and then split on a bitch. Something.
No, the white girl already do that. What's her name?
Boop, 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 boop.
So be giving us all our viral moments. Now she's doing splits.
This ass gonna be shaking and these fists gonna be rocking, bitch.
That's your like
Holla at me, WWE, if you need me. Shit, they picked up what, Bow Wow? Like, shit, I can get a job. The fuck?
Yo, Bow Wow's in Mount Holly?
Yo,
maybe.
Hold on, but speaking of asses shaking though,
Lil Bow Wow's at Dempster's.
yo, chill.
He do be there.
Dempster's is crazy. Yo, Rick Ross opened up his the tickets for his pool party. He having a pool party.
We going, right?
I think we should. Yo, Rick Ross pool. We didn't go to the car show. I went to the site. They got tables. They got individual tickets.
Is the corporate office going to cover it?
I mean, I got to talk to the powers that be.
Okay. Well, let me know.
but yeah, man, Rick Ross having a pool party. But still in all, the fact that Rick Ross is having these events and these parties at his crib, this is unprecedented. You know what's unprecedented about it though? Because we've known rappers and people like Diddy's parties have been legendary right over the years. Everybody know Diddy throw big parties, but this Rick Ross shit is unprecedented. The reason why it's unprecedented is because he's allowing regular people to come to these parties.
It's public.
Like I'm saying, like you can pay money and you gotta pay your money.
He talked about it,
but you can pull up
about his vehicles. You know what I'm saying? He said if I'm gonna spend money on decking a vehicle out, I'm gonna put it in a magazine. I'm gonna get 5, 15, 20,000. So that's what he's doing. He's monetizing aspects of his life. So yeah, I paid $20 million for the crib. So now I'm about to make that back by having these annual events to where I'm generating. I'm gonna rent it out to Coming to America too. You know what I'm saying? I'm monetizing my lifestyle in a way that other artists have not yet.
And Rick Ross is cool, you feel me? Like people fuck with Rick Ross, so they don't look at it as like, nah, I don't want to be there. Because besides the regular people that's gonna pay money, it's gonna be celebrities there.
And he wins twice because all that shit is a write-off.
Yeah.
Especially if he got his shit legitimized and that house is in either his estate or in his business name. So all that shit is a write-off. So
Rick Ross been
he's winning.
So what's up? Dre, we going?
Yeah, man, if we can go.
If you can go?
If we can go.
We can go.
You got it?
I
believe in you.
Me?
Nah, I believe in you.
Hold on, wait.
I gotta try that the next time.
Edit this out. Yo, what the fuck you mean? Oh man, that's crazy.
How much are the tickets?
I mean, he got the tall ceilings.
Yo,
right?
With my tall ceilings, bro.
Two Christmas trees and
what's
shit.
What's the 8-person package?
Right,
We need about an 8-person package. Yeah.
Double
I mean,
cup.
it's 4 of us.
So trying to bring some hoes.
No, then we need G's. Like
look at G's. G's like, yeah,
hell yeah,
I'm there.
Piranha Squad. We gotta bring them too.
Squad.
Oh, Piranha School. I'm so sorry.
She said Piranha Squad.
Cut it out, cause I really was trying that time.
Hey.
I'm telling y'all, it be the ADHD. The ADHD be fucking me up, y'all.
All right, but Rick Ross pool party went crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all seen this shit with Russell Simmons?
Oh,
Sad.
You seen it?
That's
Bar was talking shit or something. Kamora was talking shit or something.
Yeah.
But I ain't click on it though.
And his daughter. Is it
So what's she
Aoki?
saying?
Aoki? How you pronounce it? Mm-hmm. Aoki.
You didn't fuck me right.
No, they screen recorded my man.
He was doing yoga and wouldn't fuck me.
no, somebody said that they was like, no matter how many weird ass yoga poses that nigga do, he's still a weirdo. I was like, I can't.
Hold on, true. What you saying?
I think the daughter screen recorded him.
Yeah, she did, but no sound.
With no sound.
Yeah, you just
He was snapping,
You
though.
just see him snapping.
oh yeah.
I read something. I could read his lips. Pause. Some shit he said. Your mother. I forget what he said. Something about your mother.
Yo, the
something.
vein that was down his forehead looked like a welt. That shit was crazy.
He was upset.
You know what? I hate moments like that for people though,
Sky view
because
of the Delaware.
Because my thing is, he might have just failed his test that day. Like, because they were trying to say, like, he do all that yoga shit online, but he's evil in real life. And it's like, what if he just was having a bad day? That don't mean he not centered. He just, he just snapped that day.
I read the whole text message back and forth. Like, if you're contacting boyfriends and friends and this person and that person, like,
she said that. She did say that. But you said you read the because I did too. When you read those text messages, in those text messages that she posted, did he say anything crazy?
He didn't. I don't even think he responded.
Yeah, well, there was some where he responded, but he never said nothing.
She said
like she was saying, not alluding to, but mentioning things that he did. Or, you know, allegedly said before in those conversations, but in those particular conversations, he wasn't saying nothing. Like, he was just like, "No, I love you too. It's your mom. She's trying to get money out of me. Yada yada yada." But it wasn't like the way he was barking in that video, or appeared to be barking, like the text messages was not given that energy.
I know Kimura said that there's been times where he would buy flowers for himself and then post them as if she did it to try to ruin whatever she had going on. Like, clearly he's just, he wants some weird shit. Like, that's where she's coming from.
Yeah, he's disturbed.
I'm just like, it's a lot, and I just wish people.
Hold on, are y'all taking Kimura Lee's side?
No, I'm not taking anybody's side. I just wish they would get off the internet with all of that. Like, I just feel like they all need to go sit in front of a therapist. They all need to go sit in front of a therapist. Something like, don't have it on the internet. It's just like little Romeo and his dad. Like,
is she? What is she? Her
She black and Asian.
Yeah, she's Asian.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Afro Asian.
Yeah, I didn't really know how y'all was handling it.
You just gonna
I mean, we're all still different though. There are a lot of different Asians and a lot of different Afros. So
Facts.
Are y'all all left-handed though?
That's
are we?
Crazy.
Is she?
Leave that alone.
Look it up. See if she's left-handed.
That is not a thing, man.
Check if she's left-handed.
They're both left-handed.
I'm not really I'm ambidextrous.
You're ambidextrous.
Yeah, facts.
Look it
What
up.
hand
See
do you
if
write
she's
with?
left-handed.
All right here.
Oh, so this whole shit was a farce.
A what? You asked me what I do.
So it was a
with
fluke.
Sports.
Can you shoot a basketball with your left hand?
I don't really play basketball.
You throw a baseball with your left hand? Would you get a left-handed glove on your right hand? You bat lefty?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't ask him what hand does he lead in karate.
Left.
What hand do you lead in karate?
Left.
And what type of karate? What discipline?
Thanks to though.
Yo, that's probably,
brothers.
That's Korean.
You know, Jack, so though.
That's Korean.
I used to go to
You teach me?
That's from Seoul, Korea.
Teach me the way, bro.
You used to do that too? Yeah, I used to do that shit when I was a kid.
Master in KU in Burlington.
Who?
In KU in Burlington.
Oh shit!
No,
Right at this
no,
little
that's in
circle by the
Hamilton.
bridge.
Mhm,
Oh
right,
shit!
yeah,
I had Master Hamilton across from Chateau in Burlington.
Look at y'all being led by the Koreans and stuff.
Karate
We live.
There's a
Kimchi.
white dude.
I'm Korean.
in that
I can say
plaza.
that.
It's the kimchi.
Yeah, Hamilton. That's Hamilton.
Look, I just had some spicy chicken and noodles today with kimchi.
Kimchi and rice, man.
Tore it down.
So understanding, like, you know what? Koreans are great people.
What's discipline you take?
I don't be disciplining and stuff. I just be eating and scratching on scratch offs and drinking coffee since I was 4.
She said scratch offs.
Coffee's issue.
Did you drink coffee since you was 4?
Yes,
Let's unpack
that's
that.
the motherfucking Korean way.
Oh, so Korean niggas be drinking coffee when they 4?
When I was with my grandma, we used to scratch offs and drink coffee.
Your grandma Korean?
Yes, my grandma's full-blooded Korean.
Oh,
Dang,
okay.
that sound like my grandma.
Full-blooded.
Your grandma, you said
I just was
thought your
over
grandma was
there.
Vietnamese.
She's Japanese.
Oh, Japanese. All right.
I just had some Korean food today.
So you got Japanese grandma, you took Korean martial arts. You got Korean grandma. Word.
Let me see karate chop some shit real quick.
Yo, that is the trailer for this episode right there. That's it.
Hey, yo.
Nothing expensive.
Let me see.
He said
Karate chop
nothing
some
expensive.
shit. Oh man, what timestamp is that? God damn, that is great. Man,
Y'all crazy.
I know you. You on time?
We good.
All right.
Can I
Hey,
piss
yo.
real quick? Can I piss real quick?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You and Scoop.
We could dance battle.
No, I'm not heel tone.
Oh, he said pop
What
lock.
the fuck was that?
I killed that. What you talking about?
Yeah, you killed.
I felt like doom.
But you notice how he just danced all the way around.
You see the breaking?
The question,
right?
You saw breaking too? Breaking 1 and 2?
What was that move called?
Did you see breaking?
What was the move called?
It was called the dun 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 dun.
Did you see breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Ramen noodle. Like, yo,
he said the ramen noodle.
Ramen noodle's crazy.
that's what it looked like. Like bad weave.
Yeah.
He said I grew
Yo,
some
so
shit
every-
called electric.
Every week on the Watch This podcast, we add a song to our playlist. We have a playlist on Tidal. It's called the Watch This playlist. When we have a guest on the podcast, we typically will ask you if it's a song that you want to add to the playlist. It could be one of your songs. It doesn't have to be one of your songs, but most people say, fuck that. Make it one of my songs.
Definitely.
Obviously.
Yeah. You know.
Pumper. B.A.R.S. Murre Pumper.
Pumper. Oh, yeah. Put it in her pumper. What's that about?
I just wrote that shit sitting in the crib one day. It's the first thing I thought of. I've been calling butts pumpers for years, so I just wanted to say pumper. Once the 16 was done, and the next thing I said in my head was pumper, I was like, I guess the hook's gonna be put in the pumper.
You have yams and then you
I
have
have
pumpers.
such a crazy.
Hold on. Wait, hold
I'm
on.
not even gonna ask it.
It just happens. I don't be. I just get
No,
a
my
hard.
questions
I just get a
sometimes,
beat that's worthy
they're
of me
not-
rapping on, and I'd be like,
You gotta
"Alright,
think
I'm gonna
before you
just say
speak."
whatever
My
on
mom's
this bitch,"
taught
and
me
I
that.
just felt you said I'm gonna
Yo, hold on, bro. I'm having trouble finding that, John. Hold up. B.A.R.S. Murre.
You know what? You can find that right away.
Pumper.
Yeah, P-U-M-P-E-R.
You see that, right?
I can not find that. Yeah.
It's on Tidal. You see me typing it?
B.A.R.S. Oh, name wrong.
Did I? I typed exactly that. You see? What the fuck is
Is
going
it on the
on?
Husky Marinara album?
And that's on there, right? I went to your artist.
I love the name of
Oh,
his
it's the
songs
dots.
and
It's the
stuff.
dots. It's
Husky
the,
Marinara.
it's the dots. It's the
Track
dots.
2 is Pumper.
It's the dots. It's the dots. All right, I got you. All right, so we have now added Pumper by B.A.R.S. Murre off the Husky Marinara album to the Watch This playlist. You can listen to it on Tidal. You can download it. We got mad fucking songs on there. You know, Soul's porn instrumental playlist is on there. You know
Let's go.
Yo, y'all need beats for your OnlyFans? Holla at me.
what I'm saying?
Yo, the promo for that was crazy.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? You
Fucking
got
holla
the
at
Black
me.
Air Force One energy.
No,
you feel
that's
me? Like,
real
that's
shit.
crazy.
Like I tell people all the time,
That's-
like tap the fuck in.
Wow.
She said it's a crescendo during the money shot.
You gotta bring the beat.
Is my John? All right.
Tap in, don't tap out.
I'm saying,
wait.
And Dre artist said he was going to
That's
give
the
us
name of my that's my
16.
producer name for OnlyFans.
Is what?
Tap in, don't tap out. It's like a double entendre. You feel me? Tap in, don't tap out. Beats. You feel me? Oh, you gonna steal my shit?
Trademark.
Yeah, let me go right on Legal
I'm
Zoom
the
tonight.
captain now.
Let me go on
Look
Legal
at me,
Zoom
Irish.
tonight.
I'm the captain now. All right, so Dre artist, you said you gonna give us an exclusive freestyle. You said before the end of the pod. He texted me earlier today. He was like, "Oh, school before the end of the podcast." I said, "I want to give y'all some exclusive bars that I just wrote to some shit." I was like,
Why don't we do why don't we do like the telephone joint? Everybody drop a bar and we just go around.
"You go first."
I'm last.
Oh, you last? All right, go ahead. You started.
What am I starting with?
What's the game?
It's
Let's
like
start
a
a bar.
human centipede.
Start a bar?
No, I don't
Yes.
want to say that. I don't wanna be
No,
that
not the
ass.
human centipede.
No, this is crazy.
Wait a
And
minute.
not-
Wait,
not
let's
ass
go.
to mouth.
Nah.
Not ass to mouth is crazy.
No.
Yeah, not the human centipede.
I said that's the only way I'm
no.
going first. If it's like the human
Oh,
centipede.
man.
Nah,
I wanted to
to
go
be
to
fair-
Wawa, man.
To be fair, all right, I guess one bar is cool.
Yeah, you start. You
give us
start.
one bar.
Just one bar. You start. That's the easiest part.
The human centipede, some nasty shit.
Now it's on you.
She got a nasty clip. Matter of fact, I gotta take a shit.
I don't get drunk no matter how much I sip.
I really ain't got that much to say. This a trip.
I ain't gonna lie. This whole fucking freestyle shit was an ick.
Yo, don't yuck my yum. Somebody, yo, I learned that last night. Don't yuck my yum. All right, I'm gonna press the button. That was terrible.
What does that mean?
Watch this.